Good early afternoon. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. First things first, make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help. If you do that, along with leaving a comment, helps push me through the YouTube algorithm. Also, turn that bell notification to all if you'd like to be contacted when my future content is released. What I want to cover in today's update is I want to look at Bitcoin and also go through our coins one by one here and just get a little bit of an idea of what's going on at this stage of the game. I may or may not do some spotty info as well on the Ripple or Stellar networks. I'm thinking this may be just a technical analysis only update. If you'd like to learn how I trade XRP, wait until the end of the video. So if we start from the top, let's start with Bitcoin on this update. So with Bitcoin, I would like to go over a grand scheme pattern now. So a lot of this is going to go. We're getting rid of a lot of this. Hold on, I'm going to pause it. Okay, so when we look at Bitcoin, now that I've got some of the mess out of the way, you can see we're in a continuation pattern. We've already had this exact same bearish continuation to the next drop point. This is an extended bear flag in the daily time frame. I keep using the word extended bear flag, but that's exactly what it is. Now, if it does break down out of here with Bitcoin, our next targeted move on a breakdown in this area, this could get us down to 12,000 roughly. Now, as you can see in the pattern below, we've got a roughly 11-year uptrend that was broken this year. Now, for me, I think we're going to come to the next support area after this break, and we're going to try to hit this newly established uptrend from 2019. We hit it again in 2020, but we unfortunately, after 2011, we broke up, continued up parabolically, but in 2021, we finally broke this uptrend. We rejected on it in November of 2021. Now we're actually continuing on, and once this continuation pattern breaks, that should get us down to about 12K on Bitcoin on this next drop. Now, the only thing that can stop this is if you come back on top of the 20-day, especially in the weekly, and you can reverse some of these, but it doesn't look good right now. And if this bear flag breaks, it's going to signify a huge dump. And that's an extended bear flag. So much like you've seen the drop before on Bitcoin, on the bear flag, Bitcoin dropped some 30-40% from there. Now, if it plays out the exact same way and we have a continuation to the downside, unfortunately, this would constitute another 42% drop. So pay attention to that. XRP, we got a lot of numbers up here, but really, we're going to start to clear this up a little bit, because some of the support's going to get a little confusing. Okay, that's how I want to keep it. So, as you know, we broke out of the, if you knew, we broke out of the short-term ascending triangle, which is right here. We broke into the bigger pattern in the ascending triangle. We have two resistance points up here, which I'm going to get rid of because we can clearly see it by the pattern setup. We have the 3324, but again, the pattern setup will allow us to see that. We can get rid of this. And then we're going to get rid of this. We got the numbers out here so we can see it. We don't want to FUD it up. So, with XRP, what we're trying to do still is we're trying to break this 3324. And you know what? That is why I had that here, so everybody can see this important. Close enough. So this support down here, we need to break that to break this medium-term ascending triangle, which is also known as the extended bear flag in this pattern. So then if the pattern breaks down and the bear flag holds true, you'd have to break the uptrend at 3178 approximately to break the multi-year uptrend, but then we're in business. Then the technical target comes all the way down to 1464 on this busted bear flag. But there are multiple support levels we have to get through. 2863. I'm going to get rid of the 2266 because I don't want to cloud it up. Then we have 1991, 1464, 1104. in the immediate. And then if we go down to the true uptrend and the actual target or pattern of XRP, that's all I'm saying. If we go to the true uptrend that we haven't retested in many years since we had quantitative easing, now we're tightening, the true uptrend should get us back around 0196. If we do it by sometime by October, November of this year, that would be the pattern formation. It doesn't have to come all the way down there, but that's just a worst case scenario where XRP can end up. XLM, in the weekly it's harder to see, but if we look at this in the immediate short term, we broke this uptrend, so we're going to get rid of this, even though, yeah, we'll get rid of that, just so it's easier for everybody to see. So we created, when we fell into here, a falling channel, descending triangle. We broke out of it, and now that's why we either are going to come back and retest this, or we're going to hold this area. But if we break all the way down, we come down to about 5.5. In the immediate short term, if this rejection holds right here, we're looking for the rejection point at around 11.23, which we've already hit. That will get us a targeted move down to about 0.9907. And then if we don't hold that, then we can continue on our way down, which would get us down to about 0.91. So that's what I'm looking at right now in the immediate short term for a breakdown. XDC, we're on the back testing of this ascending triangle pattern, which that's the short term bear flag side of this, which we fell back into the falling channel as well. So if we get rejected here at the 0314, which I believe we're a little bit under, yeah, we are. So if this ends up as a rejection, we still have to have this big move down. Our next move would be down to about 0.27, but if that 0.27 breaks, that's your low end target. That's not if it breaks immediately, but that's your low end target. If that 0.27 breaks, you're coming down to 0.23, and these are, or 0.222, ironically. These are catastrophic, or 0.221 drops right here, catastrophic. And then DGB, and I'm going to let you guys go. And I'd really appreciate if you consider joining Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. Haven't had a new member this month, so, you know, I would appreciate it. With DGB, we did break through the 20-day, and now we look to be having some momentum. We don't have a lot of volume. The problem with DGB is we made such a volatile spike back up, like we could retest some of these areas. And DGB is not always market dependent, so I'd be looking at the 200-day, and if we can get back on top of the 200-day at 0.1076, our targeted move would be a retest of the 200-day up here, and that could get us up to 0.1173. We have extreme wicks up here to where we're breaking down and failing, but we do have what could be a W reversal starting here. So if you're watching DGB, watch very closely to a 0.1079, and you can even mark this down. That's your ultimate resistance line right now. If we don't break that, we're going to start dropping. If we break that, we could retest that 116 area. Make sure to hit that like button.